Hello, and welcome to Reserve Inspirations D&D, where my friends and I play a homebrew sci-fi version of Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition, for your entertainment. My name is Aaron, your Galaxy Master, and I'm joined this evening by my friends and players, Priya, Kayla, Mike, Sarah, and of course, Lauren. We have Andy behind the scenes, as always, keeping it cool. And announcements for this week, I normally say, hey, everyone, our show is on Mondays, 7 to 10, but guess what? We took a survey. We put a survey out there, and you all decided Friday was a better day. So we're running today and next Monday, and then from that point on, March 5th, I believe, we are going to start airing our shows on Friday, which is exciting. You get the weekend. Yeah. So we're going to same time, 7 to 10. But yeah, Fridays will be very exciting. That will switch our YouTube upload day to Mondays instead of Fridays. Same time, 10 a.m. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Some exciting news. Priya, if you would like to piggyback off of that with anything else you may have, and then of course your social media and space facts.
Yeah, of course. That's mostly what I'm just going to talk about anyway. For social media, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Just search us up, give us a like and a follow. We've got a Discord server as well if you want to join in on that, talk to some people who like the show, share some memes, talk about D&D. It's great.
We've had a lot of good conversation on Discord so far. So.
Yeah, especially the memes channel. That gives me so much life. In addition to all of this stuff, we have a new Patreon that's all set up. There is currently right now a special bonus episode on it. If you were ever wondering what happened to Minerva that time she got captured by the Obsidian Order, check it out. It'll fill in some never before seen details. Mm-hmm. That is all I have to say about social media, I believe. Now it's time for the space fact. So last week we learned that a light year is the distance that it takes light to travel in 1 year, which is roughly equivalent to about 6 trillion miles. And I want to expand on our discussion of light for a little bit. So light travels very, very fast, which its speed is roughly 186,000 miles per second. But it still takes time for it to travel. So all the light that you see in the sky, including the sun and the stars, took a certain amount of time to get to us. And it gets really interesting because this could hypothetically mean that there are some stars in the sky that have died by now, but we still see their light because the excess of it is still traveling across space to reach our eyes. And it could also mean that there are maybe some new stars up there, but we just can't see them yet because their light is still taking that time to travel to us. So I love it.
all big questions that need answering.
Mm-hmm. I can't answer them.
No. Neither can I. Kayla, can you answer them?
No. I wish I could.
So thank you, Priya. Thank you for that. We, of course, have The Adventures of Plonk, a mini-series spin-off of this campaign. It will begin Wednesday, March 3rd at 7 p.m. Episodes are roughly an hour and a half. Check that out. And, of course, we will also be tacking onto the front of that a new tip or trick from Just the Tips, kind of a fun little thing to get you started before Adventures of Plonk begins. So definitely check that out. And then those will be uploaded to YouTube shortly after they air. Besides that, guys, we have anything else we want to talk about? Any other things we want to mention? Okay. All right. Fantastic. So then that means it's time for a recap. So last time on Reserve Inspirations D&D, while the rest of the party was out drinking, Minerva, Zoxa, and Zanessi decided to do some errands at 1 in the morning. They stopped by Gurkis, the blacksmith shop, to commission a drill tip and some armor. Popped over to the library, which was closed at 2 a.m. And then at 2 a.m. decided to break into the manor of the Angel Solar Tzadkiel in order to get his attention and inquire about another Solar, Azazel. Unfortunately, Tzadkiel is on the front lines of the Fiend Wars and was unable to converse. So they headed back to their lair where they got some rest and woke up late the next morning. Between the hangovers and general grogginess from lack of sleep, the party slowly got moving, had breakfast, and prepared for their journey. Zoxa stopped by the library to do some quick research on the planet Feywild. He found a child's pop-up book about the magical creatures found there, but that was pretty much it. And Emmy went and purchased alcohol as well as some small trinkets for her team, while number one hurried everyone along. Once everyone was ready, Cooper took off in the Gun 792, and a new journey began. But where to? Minerva focused on the powers of her mask and the connection she had with the missing Nolgatam, and a thin silver strand shot out from the mask, making a path to her location. All of the beings on the ship with celestial blood could see this strand, except Kubrick, and which immediately made him suspicious to everyone, because, you know, that's how Coop is. Minerva began to ask questions and recruited Zanesi to do the same. Everyone went about their business. Minerva and Zanesi looked into the Kubrick situation. Zoxa went to his room to read and study his spell book. Tita showed Emmy his favorite arcade game, and after she had seen enough, Emmy made her way through the ship, handing out small gifts to her new friends. Eventually, Kubrick had Tita take control of the ship to make everyone dinner. He returned, handed off food to Tita, who then joined the rest of the crew in the mess hall. Everyone except Modron, which Minerva and Emmy began to scour the ship in search of him until eventually Minerva found him unresponsive in the Halo transport ship. So no signs of physical harm and still breathing. Minerva sat him up, and Emmy stopped in as well to kind of make sure everything was, you know, looked in upon and everything was good. But that's when the ship shuddered. Some sort of cannon blast knocking everyone around. Kubrick called out over the comm system. Hold on, I definitely need this hat. Boss, we've got incoming fiend fighters. Can't tell how many. Could really use a helmsman right now. And that's pretty much where we're going to pick up today. Right in the throes of battle. Some exciting news. So we're going to start today by rolling initiative.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we have Zoxa. What'd you get?
I got a 1 not natural. I like when I get to say that.
1 not natural. Let me roll for Kubrick real quick here. Oh, Kubrick.
Kubrick. Is that good or bad?
That's a good one. Yeah, he's got 20.
Could have gone either way.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Tita.
21.
21. Ooh. Emmy.
8.
8. Zin.
That is a 4.
Ooh, Eve, getting better and better, guys.
Yeah.
Minerva.
26.
Oh, well, can't really beat that.
What is your initiative modifier?
+7. I'm a gloom stalker.
All right. So, Minerva, you're up first. You are currently, just to kind of give a recap to everyone, we're jumping to roll 20. I will move the image back over to the ship. So it should be popping up any moment.
Wasn't there like a dude that came on like the comms or something?
Yes. There was you saw a like a purplish skinned devil-looking creature. His entire body was just covered in spines. You could see like these large wings folded up behind him and a fork-like tail that was kind of flickering behind him as well. Piercing red eyes, and yeah, he pretty much came over the comms and said something along the lines of, "Oh, you will all pay angel blood," or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it was that he said, but yeah, he came over the comm and they began to get into formation and fire again. Before we start the initiative round, I would like, Minerva, since you are first, why don't you roll for me a d4?
D4. Okay. All right. I got a 4.
Oh, that is unfortunate for you all. You just rolled for how many additional assailants will be coming in.
Sorry, guys.
So, well,
Thanks,
at the
girl.
moment, Minerva, you are in the cargo bay inside Modi's transport pod. I'll give everyone a brief synopsis of where you are currently. Modi has kind of passed out, or he's weirdly just not responsive. Emmy is currently right outside the transport. She was just in there when the whole explosion happened. We have Mick Dagger is hiding out in Emmy's room. One is in the armory, and everyone else besides Kubrick is in the mess hall, and that being Zanesi, Tita, and Zaxa. And yeah, Kubrick is up in the cockpit. So with that being said, I'm going to pop us back over to space. Yeah, if everyone wants to find the ships, they should be bottom middle. Andy, if you didn't hear before. Here we are. So, Minerva, you are first as these things are beginning to swarm. I'm going to make a copy of these and paste a few more.
Love it.
Great.
Oh, there we go. I was like, why isn't it pasting? Okay, fantastic. I'm super excited about this. All right, look at that. You guys are just, your backside is pretty much covered. Your aft. So, Minerva, what would you like to do?
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna the little communicator in my ear, I'm just gonna broadcast it to everyone else that is currently wearing a communicator. And she's just gonna say, in the cargo bay on my way up, someone get to the helm. And I'm gonna can I buckle in, Modi? I don't want him to get jostled around.
Yeah, you'd have to lift him up and get him into a seat, because when the ship got hit, you both got kind of knocked down. You get thrown to the floor, as well as the little trinket that Emmy brought for him, which was it a teddy bear? A teddy bear? Yeah. So his little teddy bear hit the floor, kind of rolled under some chairs.
Can I buckle him in? When I buckle him in, can I put the teddy bear like in the seatbelt with?
Yes, I will say that's going to be your entire round, is getting him up in the chair, grabbing the teddy bear, putting with him, buckling him in, and then preparing yourself to leave the transport. That'll be your turn.
That's fine. After I get him as secure as I can, I'm just going to use my movement to start running.
All right, there you go. So you start making your way. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get to the gunner deck, the gun turrets. But Tita, you are up next. In the mess hall.
Can I see out of where, like, are there windows there? Can I see?
There's like a porthole. You'd have to run around the tables and like the counter area where your little microwave thing is, and you can look out the porthole.
Cool. I will do that first. And then who else is in there with me?
It's Zanesi and Zaxa.
I guess I will kind of look to Kubrick.
Kubrick's not in there.
No, I thought you just said, oh, and Zaxa. Sorry. I would look to Zaxa. I don't know why I said Kubrick. I would look to Zaxa with kind of like.
It wasn't me.
What?
It wasn't me this time.
I'm gonna kind of do like the big eye blink, and then I don't know. I guess I would just like, I'm assuming I can see at least one of these from the window that I just looked out of. Yeah.
Well, if you could take a peek here, I would say probably not, unless you got really like you kind of craned your neck there, because if you look at where everything is, the window for the mess hall is like right here.
Oh, true that.
So the angle, yeah.
I don't know that I would do anything. Well, then if I can't see anything, I would probably just run out to like the middle, like in the hall.
Okay, sure.
and just look and see who else is around, because I feel like I would be in this instant, not that I ever am, looking for Kubrick. Never looking for Kubrick, but I feel like right now I'm looking for Kubrick because I know Minerva isn't like she's heading to where I am, so I can't. There's nothing else I can do, so I feel like I would look to him next.
All right, so you're running out of the mess hall. Are you heading toward the cockpit?
Probably, because I would assume that's where he was. Or
all right, so yeah, I'm just.
That's usually where the pilot is.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but he made me be in there while he was cooking. But I'm just gonna assume that he's still in there.
All right, sounds good. Is there anything? Well, you can double move, which means you can get all the way to the cockpit at this point. If that's going to be your turn, you can get all the way there if you want. Here, I'm going to pop it back over so you can be in there. So yeah, I kind of have you here, but you could easily get, if you want to go all the way to Kubrick, you have the speed to do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so yeah, you're in the cockpit with Kubrick now. But your bonus action.
That's it. Yep, I'm all. So I get there. I just arrived.
Yep, perfect. All right, so after Tita is Kubrick. He is going to try some evasive maneuvers as these things are hot on your tail. He is going to try. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to try to evade. So he's going to attempt a piloting check. Oh yeah. No problem. You see him, he moves in a regular fashion, like forward, and he's kind of does a little bit of a turn toward the starboard side, but essentially he's kind of weaving up and down a bit and kind of like, just trying to not get hit by these missiles that are coming at you. So let me update the battle map here. Kubrick moved 1, 2, 3. He's going to do some turning. It's not going to let me spin this. If anyone can spin Kubrick's ship, some pops up right in front of where the little knob is for me. Kind of face him toward the northeast if you can. But yeah, that's Kubrick's turn. Yes, please. Thank you. All right. So after Kubrick, that brings us to number 1. Number 1 is like, what's going on? And he just slams open the armory door. And let's see here. He is going to probably run to one of the guns, I would assume. So yeah, here we go. Bouncing. I'm having fun bouncing between these two screens. He's going to be able to get all the way there, but that's it. But he's on one of the guns. After 1, that brings us to the Fiends. So they come whirling in. Let's see what's their speed. Oh, they can easily match your speed.
Of course they can.
Yeah, they come flying in, and they are going to kind of turn in. Of course, now it's going to be a pain in the butt.
That's awesome.
What?
You have to move each one individually into a hex.
One at a time.
I can move them all, but when I do that, it like makes them all askew for some reason. I don't know. Gotta love Roll20. They all begin to turn as well toward the ship, and
cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're all gonna fire. And let me get their arcs here. Actually, some of them can't fire, so they're not close enough.
They're gonna hit us right in the aft.
Oh.
Who's got shields up? Oh yeah, someone should probably be in charge of your stats, like your hit points and your shields.
Oh, nuts.
All right, so this one here. Oh no, what happened? Okay. All right, so this is what they got. They can all make these firing shots. We got 1, 2. I was going to not face that direction. 3. Okay, so 4 of the ships are going to be able to fire upon you. First 2. Someone have the stats up for the ship?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, we got a 16 and a 7.
The 16 hits. The 7 absolutely does not.
Okay. Then we got an 11 and a 19.
19 hits. 11 does not.
Okay, so 2 hits. The first one's 7 points of damage. What's your damage threshold?
The damage threshold is a 10.
Okay, so you're good on that one. The next one also 7 points of damage. So you can feel the impact into the ship, but it doesn't seem to cause any damage to the hull or take away from the shields. So you are good at the moment. And over the comms, you can just hear, "That was but a warning shot." And yeah, that's going to bring us now to Emmy.
I guess she's just gonna try and run to where everybody else seems to be going, although she doesn't know how to shoot anything. And yeah, I guess I'll just try and get as close to the cockpit as possible, or at least the helm.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me bounce this over to the other screen here so you can see where you are. Yeah, so you want to try to get to the cockpit. I would say you can let's look at distance on here. So it's about 30 feet to the hatch where Minerva is.
Okay.
You can push by her and use your action to keep moving if you'd like.
Well, I don't want to push her out of the way. I feel like she can do a lot more than I can.
All right.
Just give her a little nudge.
Yeah.
On your left.
I'm over her.
So are you sticking around up in the cargo bay, or are you pushing by Minerva to get up top?
I mean, I guess I'll try and push by, although it sounds like a jerky thing to do.
Well, no, just get out of the way and slide by, sure.
Coming through. All right. How far do I get then?
So I would say, yeah, if you are doing that, then you should definitely be able to get to the top, which I will, ooh, I'm still in the little, there we go. I'll move you to the engine room here. I'd say climbing up half speed to get to each, I'd say you could probably get to about this point, Emmy.
Okay.
In the main part of the ship. And that's your action and movement. Anything else you would like to do?
I mean, are we already in like technically ship battle mode, or are we just doing?
Yeah, I'd say so. You definitely you can definitely feel the missiles exploding close by the ship or being deflected. But there's definitely some ships attacking, and you can hear over the intercom that voice as well.
Okay, well then. So would I be going for like just the captain actions that I would take, or?
That's up to you guys. It's complete. Well, you've already used your action at this point, so
yeah.
Next turn you can move further in. Yeah.
Just trying to get a grip.
Yep. Those were all considered actions. So anything that's on that list.
All right.
Okay, fantastic. After Emmy is Zanesi. You are in the mess hall, Zanesi.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of there.
Sure.
And I'm assuming
you guys can see, yeah, you guys can access that and move yourself.
Ooh. Okay. I'm assuming that I would be more useful in the engine room. So I'm gonna yoink myself down there.
Yeah, sure. Start wheeling. Oh, we gotta put you in a wheelchair on your avatar here. Oh my god.
Now I gotta edit that. My bad.
Yeah, so you run down to the engine room, and as you get there, or you roll down to the engine room, and as you roll there, you see me popping up out of the hatch and starting to run your way.
Okay. Guess I'm just gonna shout, coming in hot. And just roll.
Did you have any actions that you'd like to perform?
I guess she doesn't really know what we need yet, so she's probably going to use like her earpiece and just ask like, where should I be putting more power? What do we need right now?
All right. If Emmy knows, she can answer since she's right there. If not, on Kubrick's turn, he will answer.
Cool.
Do I know?
Well, it's up to you. You're captain of a ship. You may not be an engineer, but you know that, the ship sometimes can get extra power to move further, faster, maybe boost something to the guns. Like there's different things that the engineer can do.
Well, then I'm going to try and tell it. We need to go on the offensive, I think.
Can do.
All right. So is there any action you'd like to take, Zanesi?
Okay. I would like to do the divert action on the weapons, I think.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I need to make an Arcana check. Okay. So that is a 16.
16, yes. So you successfully, you run in there, you get to the main power core and you start working with that. You pull a couple of levers and you can physically see the energy just through these like piping tubes. And yeah, you could, number one, obviously he can feel the gun just power up extra the ship and he's ready to fire on his turn.
Gorgeous.
All right, after Zanesi, Zaxa, you are up, followed by Minerva.
Oh, finally. I'm going to run as fast as my frail body can to the cockpit.
Sure.
I'm assuming I can get to like here even with double move.
With double move, I think you can get a little further, slightly further, like probably right in next to one, yeah.
Where everybody wants to be.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's that'll be my turn.
All right. Sounds good. After Zaxa, Minerva, you're up. Tita, you're on deck.
Awesome. I'm gonna pop back up into this little area of the ship, and
Sure.
I'm just gonna dash as far as I can get towards where I know the guns are on this thing.
All right, so you're here, you're gonna dash. Yeah, you just keep going. So that would get you to roughly, probably about there.
All right, 60 feet? Only there?
Well, because you had to climb up the ladder.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
And then still run around the corner, like pushing through Emmy and Zanesi and getting to there.
Instant karma for me.
Just go! Throwing him out of the way. Go!
She shoves you out of the way, climbs up the ladder. You shove her out of the way, turn the corner.
My roll in.
Frog, but like more intense.
Tita, you are up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I know about that. I would.
You're with Kubrick right now.
I'm with Kubrick, so I would probably just add, yeah.
You're gonna ask him?
I would probably talk to Kubrick, yeah. So
Sure.
just be with Kubrick.
Press X to talk to Cooper.
Go for it.
So I just reached the door right before, and then he was doing whatever he was doing.
Yeah, he's trying to do maneuvers. You see him trying to like deftly maneuver through these blasts coming his way.
So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna see that like there's no buffer person, that it's like just Kubrick and me in there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kind of just internalize that for a second. That like, oh, damn it really is Kubrick. I'm gonna see him doing all his crazy moves. I guess I will kind of maybe go towards like the other side and just kind of like, Coop, is there anything I can do?
We need to go on the offensive. Can you get in the pod? You're going to need someone else, though, to fire.
I will. How far can I get?
Well, you've got your, 50 feet of movement. You can use the little arrow.
Oh, right.
Oh, you can just get there.
Yeah, but this is like 16. All right, so yeah. All right, so I will springity step over to the pod area. So I'm gonna get over here. And then in my little, all right, so I obviously can see one. I can see Zoxa. From where I'm running, I can't see anyone else. I will get in my little, wait, who has headset things?
Everyone that is physically on the screen with us and Modi, but Modi is unconscious.
But Emmy has one?
Yeah, Emmy has one.
Yeah, because I think Diambra had one at one point, but we gave it to Emmy.
So then I will, because I'm going to kind of figure everyone else already has something kind of to do. So I'm going to buzz in my little thing like, hey, Em, could you meet me at the fighter pod?
I'll be like, sure thing, and then fall over while I'm still running.
So I will, yeah, I'm going to go over there. I don't know if I'll just kind of hang outside, I guess, or like if I can even get in. I don't think so, but I'm just going to wait for her, obviously, before I leave.
Okie dokie, sounds like a plan. Did you want to hold an action?
Like anything to do with the pod, like leaving things, or nay?
Well, if there's, yeah, if you have a pilot action you'd like to hold for when she gets there.
No, I don't know. I guess I'll just wait till she comes because, I mean, unless I can hold like her arriving and then us just like separating, like that's it.
Yeah. You can do that. When
Okay.
once she gets into the pod, you separate. That's perfectly fine. All right. Just pasting your pod into the battle map here. Bear with me. Okay, fantastic. So after Tita, that brings us to Kubrick. Kubrick is going to try some more maneuvers to get away from these guys. Let's see his. Go ahead.
I just said, it's my maneuvers.
Oh, again, easily. He's going to try to push the engines extra, which he's able to do.
I love that he has one thing that he does super well.
And that's it.
What a man.
All right, so he gets a good distance away from these guys. And then I think he's the only one in the cockpit right now, right? So
I'm close.
Yeah, so he's just gonna kind of sit there and be like, hey, anyone, we can get some guns firing, whatever we can do, that'd be great. And then after Kubrick, that's going to bring us to Gherkin, which is now going to be firing the gun. And at the arc that you're at, if you let me bring it back over to this, bad Larry.
It's so bad.
So
Larry.
So
I was gonna say it if I wasn't sipping my tea. I was gonna say
sad.
Living like Larry.
These little gnat chips begin to fly up behind you again. And number one has to fire first. So the arc, I don't know that you guys have enough arc angle to do that. Kubrick got you too far out of the way. You can no longer. Hold on, I'm bringing in the.
Getting us out of the line of fire? How dare?
How dare he? Yeah, here we go.
But he's doing it successfully.
Fair.
He's failing us successfully. Can't talk.
Here you go, guys. So you can see this is his firing area, but only on the port and starboard side. So
it's just perfectly out of range.
I think it is, yeah. I'm very slow with this red thing, but
Yeah, this all of them are out of range.
Oh, how unfortunate. Oh, one's just going to sit there and wait. He's going to hold his action, and he's going to hold like a special firing maneuver for if any of those ships come in range. That's going to bring us to them, which they do come in range. They fly. Ooh, no, I don't want to bring that whole thing with me. Just the ships. It's not going to let me do it. Well, I roll 20. These ships are going to, there we go, move in. And one is going to fire at the, as many as he can. That is first hit, but that misses. Second one hits for 3d10. Oh, wait, you powered up the cannon, correct, Zenesi?
Nope.
What does that do? Does that give 2 extras or 1?
So that means that you get to re-roll any ones that you roll on the damage dice.
Ah, I like it. Okay. You don't have to worry because on those 10s, I rolled an 8, an 8, and a 7.
Okay.
Those are rookie numbers. They get those numbers up.
3. Does that destroy this thing right off the bat? Oh, so close, so close. However, there's definitely some sort of critical failure. And you can see this thing just it's starting to smoke and fire is beginning to billow out of it. The creature doesn't seem to be phased from the fire. He doesn't really seem to care at all. But yeah, that's that. That's their turn. They're all going to fire. The ones that can. We got 4 of them firing. Okay. What's the AC? 16 of the gun?
Yes.
Those are going to miss. Come on, man. 1. You guys got hit once. Deflects off your shields. Don't even worry about it.
We got Kubrick with those maneuvers.
He's just so good. He is just so good. All right. So after all this nonsense, Emmy, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I got to get as far as I can to a little pod there. A little pod buddy.
The right one. Don't go to the one that's broken and not there.
Yeah, you just open the door and get sucked out.
Am I gonna push her out of the way again?
Probably. Yeah. I don't know what for 30 for speed. Are you just double moving? You just slam right by Minerva.
We can't keep meeting this way. We could just run together.
I should have like grabbed your hand or something as I was running by.
All right, so that was your movement, Emmy. Would you like to double move, or do you have an action you'd like to perform?
I want to try and pull a Captain Emmy and encourage everybody over the little thing.
I believe you can choose one person to encourage.
Oh, okay. One person. All
So
right.
we all
It says advantage on cruise next action.
Oh.
It's one person.
Aw.
Should have been more clear.
Do we at least all get to hear it and then only one person is actually inspired by it?
Sure.
Like placebo inspiration. We don't actually get it. We just think that we get it.
Well, I would say, Emmy, at this point, you are next to Minerva. You can see Zenesi, but you can't really see anyone else.
I can see
So you could probably,
Zenesi?
yeah,
Okay.
I would hope she could see Minerva too.
yeah.
As I brush by.
What would you like to say?
Into her, and then you're just like, let me inspire you.
What would you like to say to whoever you're inspiring, I guess? Technically, you can use a captain action and use your bonus action to use a Bardic Inspiration to inspire. So you can technically do 2 different things if you'd like.
But is it two different things, or I say stuff and then
You say things. So, like, the captain action would be like, Zanesi, full speed ahead if you want her to, like, push forward, like, try to get the extra boost. And then she'd have advantage on that roll to try to do it. And then you can also use your Bardic Inspiration to inspire someone with however you want to give them a blurb, but then they get a D8 that they can roll to add to things. So you can do two different things at once.
okay, I want to do the two different things at once.
Then yeah, let's hear it.
I'll multitask.
Yes.
And say what?
Who would you like to use the captain action on?
The captain action on Zanesi, because
Sure.
she seems to be doing a good job at whatever she's doing right now.
All right. So
whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
there you go. So Zin, on your next engineering check, you have advantage.
Sweetness.
Now, again, Emmy, you can also try to Bardic Inspire someone. Minerva's right there if you'd like to give her an inspiration.
Okay. I'm gonna look at her and say, risk being seen in all of your glory. And then push her out of the way and keep her.
It's so
Yes.
confusing.
All right. So Minerva, you now have a D8 to a roll within the next 10 minutes.
All
D20
right.
roll.
All right.
After
Perfect.
Emmy, that brings us to Zanesi. So it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, since I have advantage, I think I want to try to do the overpower action.
Ooh. Okay.
And I think I want to try and do it on the weapons again. 'Cause
Okay.
we're still shooting, right? That's what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. He's done. Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay.
Nat 20?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That
so
is.
This overpower does what?
It doubles the amount to the damage dice if the next gunner attack hits.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Very nice. You know what? Because you rolled a natural 20, the next gun gets triple.
Life is good.
Yeah, life is good. It's great. Thank Emmy for that one with your natural 20, your advantage. Fantastic. So that's going to bring us now. If that ends your turn, are you going to move it all, Zin?
Just gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Zoxa, you're up.
All right, let's get in that cockpit right there.
Yeah.
And
You get in. You see Kubrick. He doesn't even look back to say hi or anything. He is just focused 100% on maneuvering around these blasts that are.
that's what I want him to do. That's perfect. I want to scan the defenses of one of those.
First, you get a
Chips.
little seat there.
It doesn't matter it doesn't matter which one. Just I would want to know about one of them. That should tell me about all
absolutely.
of them.
So, what is that, investigation check, I believe?
It is.
All right, make a scan investigation check. Obviously they are within your scanning range. They're within your giant blue circle. So that's good.
That is a 12.
12.
Yes.
All right. The scanners for most of these ships, you're trying to break through, but you're having a tough time as none of them have really been damaged. However, there is one that took a significant amount of damage from number one's blast, and the system that is in critical condition is its scanners. So you were able to bypass its security, and even with that 12.
Okay.
And you find that they have an armor class of 18.
Okay.
There is no damage threshold. Therefore, any damage they take goes through. And the critical threshold is 7. Hit points, roughly 30.
Perfect.
There's your scan of defenses.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That will be my turn.
All right, Minerva, what would you like to do?
Right, okay. Double check my movement. I want to get okay, all right. It's gonna take me another dash, I guess, to get over to the gun on the port side of this.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna as Emmy says that jarring but inspiring thing to me as running, I'm just gonna be like, glory to you, Captain, and just keep and I'm gonna use the dash action to
I will say, Minerva,
Mhm.
give me an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. All right. That was cocked. Hang on. 11 plus 1, 12.
Well, yeah, as you're running by, you can see that the fighter pod door is open and Tita is in there waiting for a gunner. And as you kind of push that past out of your head because you want to get to the other gun, but then you realize yeah, you actually don't know where the other ships are, so I guess that wouldn't matter. You just see, I would say that you see Tita looking for a gunner, but then you know that there's another gun on the port side, so it's up to you which one you want to go for. But
I feel like I'm gonna be more useful with a bigger gun, so that's where I'm going.
Sure. All right, go for it.
Right, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do because that was my action to dash up there.
All right.
I guess I'm just gonna say over the communicator, or even just a yell, because the cockpit is right there. Coop, I'm on the port side. Get me in range.
All right, nice. He's like, I'll do my best. All right, so after Minerva, we got Tita, and then Kubrick's up. So Tita, you're sitting there waiting on Emmy.
Great, I'm still waiting for someone to join me in the pod. So, can I'm already holding like the separating. Can I hold like moving it all or do something that way? Like once she gets in, we can like detach and like move a tiny bit, or no, I can't even do that.
Yeah, sure. I'll say that you can, when she gets there, you can detach and then get a little bit of
like, or at least just detach and like angle myself towards.
Sure. Yeah,
right.
We can do that. That's fine. So yeah, you're holding your action to do that. After Tita, Kubrick. Kubrick needs to try to get y'all in range, so he's going to, let me bump this back to the space map.
But 2 outside the ship.
Yeah, so let's see. We got a bunch. Kubrick is probably just gonna stay in place and spin the ship around. Let's see, he can do that. He's gonna do, yeah, he'll do that and then move just up a little bit, going back towards some of the ships. Put these in their squares or their hexes so you know where they are. Make sure he didn't function. All right, Kubrick is good. He just, as you tell him that, you just see him kind of Zaxa just pull back on the wheel, and you see the thing just kind of whip around in place, and then he just kind of moves up a little bit towards some of the ships. That should put Minerva in range of firing on her turn. After Kubrick, it is Gherkin's turn. Gherkin no longer has, or number 1, I should say, no longer has a target. So he, let's see. He's just going to stay there waiting, holding his action with a natural 1 of intelligence. Oh, Gherkin. All right, Fiends, their turn. So we got, this one is going to move around. Yeah, so they all begin to swarm around, and they are all within range of you guys, so they're going to all fire. See if any of these actually hit you guys. Ooh, we got 1, 2, 3. Oh. Still 3. Still 3. Damn. All right, here we go. So, what's your threshold? 10?
10.
Yeah, you take no damage. Your shields are slowly becoming depleted. But besides that, you have taken 0 regular hull damage, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's after them. That's going to bring us to Emmy.
Okay.
Let me bounce you back
Can I get to the dang pod yet?
I just brought it back up. You should be able to, let's see, where's your Emmy here?
Yeah, it's like,
you can get to the pod if you double move, which wouldn't matter because you still have to detach and start flying anyway.
all right. Well, I mean, I need to get there, right? I can't
Yeah.
leave Tito waiting forever.
Yeah, so we'll you double move. You still have a bonus action if you'd like to use another Bardic Inspiration on Tita. Up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I will
What
look
do you
at
say?
go,
What do you say to
"Fire it
Tita?
Fire it up.
Tita,
Wait,
you
are you
detach.
boxing me? Are you boxing my big hands and my little hands? Like, what's happening?
No, I'm just punching the air.
Getting jazzed.
So now, Tita, Emmy gets in,
Okay.
and you are on this side of the ship, and you can detach now and move out into a square. So you can see
Okay.
that little ship right there. That's you.
Oh, we're so cute. Look at us.
So yeah, you can move. Emmy's going to be gunning. Which Emmy, can you even gun?
Probably not. I didn't get to. I never get to open that.
All right. So then, should she be flying it, and then I can shoot stuff?
That's up to you. You guys can switch seats, yeah, if you want. Absolutely, no problem.
That's a much better idea.
Right. So as she arrives at the pod, I'm going to let her fly away. Then I guess so. Emmy, you can fly us somewhere, and then.
Well, that was both of her turns. You detached, and you can move out like 1 or 2 squares, Emmy. So wherever you would like to.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait, how do I move us out of this now?
No, you put it. Oh,
Here we go. Where are we? I gotta scroll every time this happens.
Oh yeah, no, it's a pain.
All right, where's our little tiny nubbin?
yeah.
It's like
To the
right
south of us.
Yeah,
This
directly
little
south.
thing?
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's us.
Okay.
That's us, babe.
Keep in mind you have this for a targeting range in front. So straight in front of you.
Yeah.
This hold on. I'm pinging it. This is your area of firing. So
So we need to turn.
yeah.
So just turn and face those people so we can shoot them.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your firing radius on as well. There you go.
Okay.
So if
So
you
do
were
I even
there-
really need to move?
You don't
No, we don't have to
necessarily
move. Just turn up
need to
and
move, but if
angle
you're
us toward
facing
the-
this direction, you've got 3 possible targets.
All right.
I'm just gonna move because you got to be facing. There you go. All right, so there you are. So yeah, you have 3 targets. There's one that looks like it's damaged. You can see smoke billowing out, and then there are 2 that look very unharmed.
Okay. I know, but we can't do anything right now, right? That was like all of her things.
Correct. So after Emmy, that brings us to Zanessi.
Hello. I think she's gonna use the divert action again and give the shields a little boost. Or try-
Okay. Good.
It's probably not gonna do it though. That
Speaking
is
of which, I
a-
should probably figure out where your shields are at. Hit from the aft. Yeah, so Zaxa, right now, your aft shields are at 0.
Well, I got an 11 on
Too
my-
much damage in the aft.
Yeah. The forward, port, and starboard are still at full, but the aft took some damage.
Yeah, I got an 11 on that check.
All right. So unfortunately, you try to power up the system, but you gave too much juice last time to the guns, and it's just not. You're trying to get it to push the power through, but it took up too much power last round, and unfortunately, you're not able to give any boost. But Zoxa, is there any bonus action or movement you want to make, Zin?
No.
Okay. All right. That's going to bring us now to Zoxa.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to move. I can double the shields. I'll double the shields in the aft, so then they go from 0 to 0. I want to divert shields. I want to increase the shield by 5% of a maximum shield power. Can I take some of the front and put it to the back so everything's equal? Because I'm assuming I'm being in the cockpit, I can see them kind of swarming around us in the front.
Yeah. So do you want to throw? What do you want to throw? Like,
if they're all,
you currently have 90 power left.
So they're the 3 others are at 30. So if we take 5 from each and put it to the aft, they'll be at 25, right, and the aft will be at 20.
Well, the aft will be at 15.
15, whatever.
Yes. All right.
I'm not
so
a math guy.
That's what you do. Got it. Perfect. So the aft now has some shielding again. Anything else? Bonus action, movement. You good to go? Zoxa?
Yes, I'm
All
good
right.
to go.
Minerva.
All right. I think it's time for me to use the charge up and aim action. So what she's gonna do is, like, assuming this is how this gun works, what she's gonna do is she's gonna like press down on the trigger of it, but she keeps her finger there and she holds, so it like just builds up more power, and she's like carefully analyzing where everything is and trying to get a very precise aim.
Okay. All right. Let me throw your targeting X up. So your ship is faced in this direction, and you are on the port side.
Yep.
So you do, from where you are, you do see your fighter pod, and there are 3 other ships that you have range on.
Please don't shoot us.
Sorry. Okay, so for this specific action, it says I spend my turn like charging it up and getting that really precise aim, and then the next time I make an attack, it's made with all the special stuff.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can really do anything right now, but I'm just gonna say, like, over the comms, Kubrick, no matter what happens, keep some of these ships on the port side.
Aye, Captain.
Tips hat.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. So you're holding your action for that. Tita, you are up next.
Great. Which way? Where's my little? I'm gonna shoot stuff.
That sounds like a plan. So you can shoot forward within this range. So you currently have, you can fire at 3 different ships. There's 3. One of them looks, like I mentioned to Emmy, one looks real damaged.
Which one is the one that looks junky, like already falling apart?
Pinging the screen.
Okay. Well, can't really get to him. Well, that may be the other guy. I'm gonna just shoot the guy that's like right in, like dead in front of us. Not the closest one. The one that's like
this one.
No.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
The one that's like straight. Yeah.
Sure. Go for it. Are you doing any special type of firing or just a regular attack?
I will just regular shoot.
Sure. Go for it.
All right, so I rolled a 17.
Plus your firing bonus, whatever that is.
Which is 5.
5. Yeah, absolutely hits. So there's no damage threshold. So whatever you roll goes toward its, I take a couple points out for the shield, but besides that, it goes toward,
All right, so what am I rolling for my thing?
For this, it's in the
I know.
file. Hold on. It's 2d8.
Seven
7 damage. All right.
total. Yep.
Oh, and that is a critical fail. So something critical go. You see a blast, kind of explosion on the back, and you see one of its thrusters just die out. It's much slower now.
Cool.
All right. So is that all for you, Tita?
Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything else. Maybe I will just kind of. Oh wait, I'm in the fighter pod thing, so I'm still like right next to Emmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I will. Well, she's flying, but I will like turn to her and like try to do a hands up, like high five. But like she's probably busy, so I'll just like do that and then be like, and then just go back to what I'm doing.
All right. So let's see here. After Tita, Kubrick is going. Minerva wanted him to stay in range, so he is going to move forward. Here, turn here, turn here. Okay, so Cooper gets to about there. Port side still is aimed at all of those things, so he's got plenty of area.
Just left us out in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Real nice.
I shot one thing. It didn't even like blow up the whole pod. And he's like, "Oh, you guys are good. Bye."
Hey, Lauren, can you take a picture of the piloting sheet and text that to Sarah?
Okay.
Thank you.
I sure can.
Fantastic. Okay, so after Kubrick, that's Gherkin. Gherkin is, he finally has, nope, he still has nothing in his range. He's going to get frustrated. And just kind of slam on the controls. He's like, Kubrick, you keep turning so I can't hit anything. And then it's going to be the Fiend's turn. Let's see. These guys are going to try to get out of your range. Fire. This one's up here. Okay. So they're all moving about, and we got, what is this thing's range? Can I hit you? Yeah, it can. All right, good. So they can all hit the ship. So here we go. Make some firing shots. Actually, some of them are going to try to shoot for the pod. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 2 are going for the pod. So be prepared with your armor class, whoever has the pod stats. 15 is my high roll out of the 2.
For the pod?
Yeah.
Fighter pod, right?
Yeah.
Armor class is 19.
Woo! Doesn't hit. All right. Now the rest of these are going for the gun. So we got nope. Yes. Okay, 1. Fantastic. Oh, I got through the damage threshold. So let's see. This one here. Okay, so your aft is getting hit. The shields suffer 11 points of damage.
So is that 11 points? Is that subtracted from the 120 or is that something else?
That is being taken away from, now you had 15 in the shields there. So the shields
Correct.
are now down to 4 in that spot, Mikey B.
Got it.
They haven't taken any.
The other 3 should be at 25.
They are, yeah. The hull still has not taken any damage. The gun has good shields. So it's hanging in there. The fighter pod, on the other hand, we'll see how that goes. But all right, so it's going to bring us now to.
It's got a pretty dope AC, so.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. It doesn't have a ton of hit points, but it's got a higher AC because it's fast and hard to hit. All right, so Emmy, your turn. You are flying this little pod.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
And we're in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just now reading what I could do.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Survival checks? Oh.
I believe. I also believe the stats. Your speed is. You can move 12 hexes with that fighter.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't really want to move further away from everybody, but I want to get out of range. But so, like, of most of them.
You want to be in range so that Tita can fire, but out of their range. I getcha.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
maybe give a little spinny.
Just remember that this ship can only fire from the front, so it has no shot at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of important. I don't.
Yeah.
The front is the thin, pointy bit.
I can't see. Oh, okay. All right. So that's its. Okay. Oh no, moving all kinds of things I don't need to be moving. All right. So let's turn around then.
Turn around.
Every now and then, I'm
There you
gonna
go.
point it at this guy.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Point at this guy. Boom. So Tita, when it's your turn, you can fire at 2 different ships now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
Wait, Emmy does sing all that when she's doing it.
do you want to use a Bardic Inspiration?
I'm singing along then while.
Yes. That is the Bardic Inspiration. If you'd like to give one, just sing.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
All right. So you have a D8, Tita, to next attack roll, whatever you're trying to do. Any D20 roll.
Okay.
After Emmy, Zanesi, you are up.
Okay. Well, since we just got hit again, our shields are kind of bumming. I'm gonna try and do the shields thing again, I think.
Yeah, do it up.
Yoink. All right. That is a 14 plus 4, so 18.
Yes, absolutely. Now, please tell me what happens when you do that.
Okay, so it increases the shields by 5% of the maximum shield power. So I want to put that in the aft since it's.
All right, so we got 120.
It's 5% of 120.
0.5. All right, so 6 points get added to the aft, so it's now at 10.
Yeah.
Good.
Very nice. So some power gets boosted there. Anything else that you would like to do, Zanesi?
I'm good.
Okay. That means, you know what? I'm going to retroactively on the stream change that 5% to 10% because 5% is just so small.
Okay. Next time you
It's pretty small.
Yep. So that will bring that now to 16.
That's good.
Yeah. Edit that in your sheet, Zin.
You got it.
And I will do that later. You have to remind me. All right. That was fantastic. You boosted that shield up. And now, Zanesi, that's going to bring us to Zaxa.
Well, I was going to revert some heckin' shields, but I don't think I need to do that now.
I don't think so. It's looking good.
So instead, I want to... I think I want to tell people to target... I have to choose an enemy. That's annoying. There's so many small ones, so I don't want to like pick one and tell you guys to shoot at it. Plus, we're moving so much. So in that case, I am going to I want to know about their weapons, so I'm going to scan.
Ah, okay, yes. Make
Again.
an investigation scanning check.
Ooh, that's a 14 plus 6, so that's not natural 20.
Yes, as you'll get a dirty 20, if you will.
I will.
Yes,
Is
so
that like a mudblood 20? Like
Yes, yes.
this time you target a ship that's in fine condition, and you still get through their scanners. You're able to hack them, and you find out that they get a +4 to their attacks, and the damage if they hit is 2d8.
Good. Learning
And
all the things.
they only have forward cannons. They don't have any port, starboard, or aft.
Good.
All right. Anything else, Zaxa?
That is all for now.
All right, Minerva, you were powering up.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like I hear like number one get all grumbly about this and stuff, and I'm just gonna say, relax, I've got this. And now, since I've spent that whole other turn powering up, I get to roll with advantage, and if it hits, I get an additional damage die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And is that still tripled because of what I did?
it is.
Ooh, okay, so who looks really healthy and strong? I want to take him out.
So hold on. Whatever damage you do with what is it now? It's 4d10. Whatever you do is now tripled.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
All
All right.
Well,
Who's
You
looking?
have 3 ships within range on your port side.
Okay.
Which one are
Okay,
you shooting for?
Okay, we've got this one, and then this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This one right here looks like it's kind of on your fighter pod's tail.
Okay. Is it
Uh,
looking like?
It doesn't look damaged at all either, so you're thinking this might be the one.
Great, yeah, I'll go with that one for sure then. What do I add to the 20, the D20 roll?
To hit is that your bonus number in that chart for gunning.
Let me take a look at that.
Yours is 7.
Rad. Okay. All right, so that's gonna be a 22.
That absolutely hits, yeah.
Alrighty. So 4 D10s and then triple it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't think that this is going to be alive.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
I mean, she could kill it with the 4d10s alone, right?
Oh yeah. I need
She could, yeah, depending on how well it rolls, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So I got 7, 7, 4, and 3. In total, that's over 60 points of damage once it's tripled.
Yeah. You just see anyone who has a visual of the port side of the gunship, or even, I guess, in the fighter pod, you just see a massive explosion of one of these like little pods that's flying around these fiend fighters. And yeah, it's a beautiful little explosion of orange, and then it like you're all like, yeah, we killed one. But yeah, Minerva, you eviscerated it. You eviscerated it, just completely destroyed.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it never existed.
you took that out of space time. Let's just go.
Minerva, anything else?
Can I do anything else? Like, was that my entire action?
I think that was, yeah. If you have a bonus action.
It wasn't enough to obliterate a thing.
I mean, if I can obliterate another thing, I would like to. I can't use Hunter's Mark on a machine, can I?
No, but you can do a Hunter's Mark on the devils, which are in that machine.
Ooh, okay.
But that's only if they're within range. So what's the range on that?
Let me double check. Range is 90 feet.
Yeah, the only way you'd be able to do that is if it's in a hex right around you.
Okay. All right.
This thing is not really.
It says the next thing is only 15 feet
No,
away. That's
yeah,
3 hexes.
Thank you, Zaxa, but no.
But no.
All right, so after that, Minerva, that's going to bring us now to Tita. Tita, you are a little fighter pod over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm feeling
Staring at this guy.
I'm feeling amped because I just saw something blow up. So I'm pretty jazzed. So I am going to
Oh wait, can I actually say something? Just because.
Yeah, of course.
So like I took out the one that was like right behind the little pod, so I'm just gonna in the communicator. Got your back, Tita.
Yeah, I'm just so jazzed. I'm just gonna I feel like I might like pincer bump in the air real quick. Which she can't see that, but I'm doing it, so it's fine.
She feels it.
Emmy can see it. So I will can I well there's that there's just that one that's like dead in front of me now.
Yeah, well, there's that, but then there's another one further up that's within your range.
Yeah. No, I know, but sure, we'll try for both. Again, I'm feeling amped now. I just saw something explode. So I will do the fire at will to try to shoot both things.
Ooh, okay. All right, go for
I'm
it.
obviously going to start with the one closest.
Yeah, and that's a disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Each one? Okay.
All right, so I'm starting with the one closest. What am I adding?
I think
5.
you have a, oh yeah, 5 fears, yeah.
Oh damn, I rolled a 19. Too bad I can't use that. The other was a 10, so 15.
15 does not hit.
Damn.
And the other one over here?
The other one though? Or
Yeah, you can still fire at the other one. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, no, I think can I just try to shoot the same one again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
A 17.
Still does not hit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's small like you. It has a high AC.
Well, now I'm gonna like turn to Emmy and be like, womp womp.
All right. Well,
Because I was
after
so excited, my aim was terrible because I was just too. I was like, yes, shoot, all.
Kubrick's like, these things are so fast. We gotta get out of here. But yeah, after Tita, Kubrick is gonna try to. He's like he knows that the pod is faster than your ship, so he's going to try. Let's see.
Just drive into the ships in front of us.
Yeah, no, he could do that.
Just run him over, Coop.
Plow right into them.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
Yes.
Let's see.
I don't know why that was so satisfying.
I'll make a piloting check for him here. Natural 20.
It's gone.
That thing, yeah. It's completely destroyed. I was gonna, if he didn't roll really super well, I was gonna have some damage. But yeah, he's able to deflect. The thing's so small that he's able to get the right positioning to have it just kind of bounce off the strongest part of the hull in the front, and also the shields are there to help too. So that one just off the starboard side. And he can't go much further because he did that, but he's going to move a little bit more and turn himself slightly to the port side so that Minerva has a shot.
I love the fact that he keeps specifically giving one no shot.
Let me just angle this a little bit. Sorry, bro.
Damn it! Cooper can keep giving me no shot. All right, I got it.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry.
Oh man.
All right. After Kubrick, we're on number 1, who is enraged even more.
Yes.
He literally has nothing he could do. So
he's not a good gunner. He doesn't need to be on the gun.
Yeah, no, I think what he's going to do is he's actually going to storm away. And go down to the engine room just in case Zin needs help lifting anything because he's useless otherwise. Okay, with that being said, that brings us now to the Fiends. Oh boy, let's see. They are learning that the port and aft side, the port and starboard side are dangerous. So I'm trying to get in front and in back of this one. Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on here? Get here. Yeah, that should be good. All right. So that is going to, they're going to fire in. We're down 2 ships. So we're going to have this one right here that's kind of in front of the fighter pod is going to flip around. So it's facing you and it's going to fire. Still going to miss. And that's the only one that's going after you. The rest are going after the gun. That's 2 hits. 2 more hits. 4 hits. How's your shield looking? Oh, not bad. So we are on aft.
Aft has 16. The other 3 have 25.
Okay, so
That's
take
what it should be.
9 off the aft.
Okay.
Then we hit the threshold, so that's going to be that's everything off the aft, and the aft is now going to take some hull damage of 5 points. So whoever's in charge of the hull, 5 points of damage.
This is the 120. We take that away.
Yep.
Okay, I got it.
And then we got 2 more firing at your aft. Oh, they already, yeah, sorry, they already fired. That's going to be 11, so that gets through the thresholds as well. So that's going to be another 11 points of damage to the hull. And then another 10 points of damage to the hull. And the one up in front did nothing because they missed. So fantastic. After the Fiends, Emmy, you are up now.
Okay. So it's clearly just us versus this dummy here.
Yeah, you're heading straight for each other at the moment.
Oh,
Like you're playing chicken.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Chicken. Bark, bark. Not that I trust my piloting skills that much, but
crash, and not because she's like, I'm not turning away at the last minute. She's gonna think that she did, except not, and then we're gonna crash.
I got this. No, I don't. No. So with so much faith in myself, yeah, I want. Wait, can I try like a flyby?
You can try whatever you'd like.
Right? Can't I just fly by him and try and shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in the event that they don't move, seeing as how I'm flying right at them.
Do they get to fire at you on a flyby?
They do, but at disadvantage.
No,
All right. Here we go. Disadvantage. Nope. Misses.
All right.
You get into his square. Fire.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 16. I don't really know what.
On the dice?
Yeah. Like. It
Oh,
says
for your maneuver,
survival.
yes. So Tita would be the one to make the attack roll. You made them. You successfully.
Well, I'm just trying to
completed
make
the
sure we
maneuver.
live through it. So.
Yeah, you successfully completed the maneuver. Tita, as a reaction, you can fire right now if you'd like.
Okay. At disadvantage, you said, yeah.
No.
No? Oh.
Nope.
The enemy was at disadvantage.
Oh,
The
right,
enemy's-
right. 18 plus 5, 23.
That hits.
Okay. Is it the same? It's the 2 8s?
Yeah, 2d8s. Yep.
Ooh, 6 and 6, so 12. Much better than last time.
Oh, yeah. You see a huge explosion. Now, ooh, this one right here. Let's see. even though you didn't do enough damage to it, the system that had got critical damage explodes, and the ship, right while you're there, you kind of feel the not the impact, but you can feel the wave of energy from the explosion. Your ship gets kind of thrown off course a tiny bit, but you're still good to go with Emmy. Emmy, I believe you have a little bit more movement if you'd like.
Yeah, so these folks are all looking at them, so I'll creep up behind them if I can.
Yeah.
Wait, now I'm gonna turn.
And you have good maneuverability, so you can just flip yourself around. That's probably the angle you want to be at. All right, fantastic. After Emmy, that's going to bring us to Zanesi.
Cool. She's going to use her earpiece and say, like, what do y'all need me to do?
Anyone, if you'd like to yell over the intercom, you may.
More power to the shields.
You got it.
Okay,
So she's going to try and do that.
go for it.
And it's not going to work because I just rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's her turn.
No, you're still struggling. Last time you tried to put extra power, but it like I said, it was getting drained, and you're still working on it. Still unable to make that check, unfortunately. All right, after Zanesi, Zaxa, you are up.
All right, so as I understand it, I can move the shields around, but not under 10% in any one spot.
Correct.
So that's perfect. The forward, port, and starboard we will take down to 10% each and put that 60% in the aft.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not 60%, 45% into
So we
the
got
aft.
75 minus 36 because you got to have at least 12 in there at all times. So that brings us to 39 into the aft and 12 everywhere else.
12? I thought it said 10.
10%. Your total shield power is 120.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
All right, fantastic. So your shields have redistributed once again.
And then I would like, if I can, to tell Kubrick, that thing you just did when you run that guy over, do it to that guy too in front of us. That was great. Let's keep him behind us. Run into that guy.
I'll do my best, Doctor.
Little vehicular homicide never.
Never hurt.
And with Zox's turn being completed, as they begin to form up behind you and take position, we are going to take a quick break, and we will come back to this very shortly. So we'll see you very soon.
All right, a lot's happened, but I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. Here's all I have to report. After accidentally releasing the entity from the center of the elemental chaos, my crew and I traveled to the planet Isgaard to make some repairs on our ship. Isgaard used to be my home before I lived on the Halo ship with the Spite team, a tactical team of 6 Asimar created by the angelic solar of knowledge, Azaziel. So setting foot on Isgaard felt like a much-needed return at first. Of course, it wasn't too long before I ran into trouble. As some of my allies have surely been able to figure out by now, I have a memory issue, to put it lightly. On Isgaard, I encountered someone who claimed to recognize me, and what were his words? "I'll kill you if I ever see you again?" Something like that. I had no idea who this person was, but he wore a mask very similar to mine, and he was very, very angry. Turns out he was called Number 1, and was the leader of an organization known as the Obsidian Order. I apparently used to serve this order, going by the designation Number 6. I'm glad I chose a better name for myself once I woke up. Anyway, despite Number 1 threatening to end my life should he see me again, I allowed myself to be captured by the Order with the intent of deceiving them and rescuing another one of my allies they had wrongfully captured. Little did I know that my own crew was mounting their own rescue mission for me. And I supposed it all worked out in the end. A ship with my own crew caught up to the ship I was on with the Obsidian Order just as we all came to the wreckage of a third ship. Unfortunately, it was one I recognized, the Halo ship with my former Spite team. It had been torn apart by a gargantuan earth elemental. A few of my teammates, well, I'm not sure if I even could have protected them if I was there. I did find one of my teammates alive and awake, though, Nolgatame. Apparently, she used to work for the Obsidian Order too, under the name Number 4. Violent, angry, a drunk for power, Number 1 was relentless in finding her. I got to Nolgatame first, but I still couldn't stop her from joining him. She was very important to him, and he was able to restore her memories. All that time I knew her on the Halo ship, I hadn't even known her memories were gone too. A fight ensued. Number 1 deemed me more a nuisance than an ally, and tried to make good on his word of killing me. Now, I may be the one who's not able to remember much, but clearly he forgot how much of a fight I can give. He ran away in the end. Teleported away, actually, with with Number 4 by his side. I have no idea where either of them are now. But I convinced one of Number 1's allies to abandon him and join me, and my crew killed the rest of his order in their endeavor to rescue me. So, if I do cross paths with Number 1 again, well, I just hope it's not soon. But anyway, 1 and 4 retreated, my crew had found me, and the Halo ship was in pieces. Olve was dead. Onlum was dead. Zanesi was close to being dead when I found her, but we managed to get her to safety. I thought that Modi was dead for quite a while too, but turns out he wasn't on the Halo when it got attacked. He was able to regroup with all of us on Isgaard, and I have to admit that having him and Zin around has been a light in a dark void. But oh, everything else is so dark. Plonk is no longer with our crew. She's not dead, but the entity that emerged from the elemental chaos came for her. Tita and I tried to stop it, but whatever that thing is, it's a kind of power I can't contend with. Yet. I can only hope that Plonk is okay wherever in the galaxy she is. Her departure weighs on me. I can't help but feel like I often fail to protect people. Alright, a lot's happened, but I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. Here's all I have to report. After accidentally releasing the entity from the center of the elemental chaos, my crew and I traveled to the planet Isgaard to make some repairs on our ship. Isgaard used to be my home before I lived on the Halo ship with the Spite team, a tactical team of 6 Asimar created by the angelic solar of knowledge, Azaziel. So setting foot on Isgaard felt like a much-needed return at first. Of course, it wasn't too long before I ran into trouble. As some of my allies have surely been able to figure out by now, I have a memory issue, to put it lightly. On Isgaard, I encountered someone who claimed to recognize me, and what were his words? "I'll kill you if I ever see you again?" Something like that. I had no idea who this person was, but he wore a mask very similar to mine, and he was very, very angry. Turns out he was called Number 1, and was the leader of an organization known as the Obsidian Order. I apparently used to serve this order, going by the designation Number 6. I'm glad I chose a better name for myself once I woke up. Anyway, despite Number 1 threatening to end my life should he see me again, I allowed myself to be captured by the Order with the intent of deceiving them and rescuing another one of my allies they had wrongfully captured. Little did I know that my own crew was mounting their own rescue mission for me. And I supposed it all worked out in the end. A ship with my own crew caught up to the ship I was on with the Obsidian Order just as we all came to the wreckage of a third ship. Unfortunately, it was one I recognized. The Halo ship with my former Spite team. It had been torn apart by a gargantuan earth elemental. A few of my teammates, I'm not sure if I even could have protected them if I was there. I did find one of my teammates alive and awake, though, Nolgatame. Apparently, she used to work for the Obsidian Order too, under the name Number 4. Violent, angry, a drunk for power, Number 1 was relentless in finding her. I got to Nolgatame first, but I still couldn't stop her from joining him. She was very important to him, and he was able to restore her memories. All that time I knew her on the Halo ship, I hadn't even known her memories were gone too. A fight ensued. Number 1 deemed me more a nuisance than an ally, and tried to make good on his word of killing me. Now, I may be the one who's not able to remember much, but clearly he forgot how much of a fight I can give. He ran away in the end. Teleported away, actually, with Number 4 by his side. I have no idea where either of them are now. but I convinced one of Number One's allies to abandon him and join me, and my crew killed the rest of his order in their endeavor to rescue me. So, if I do cross paths with Number One again, well, I just hope it's not soon. But anyway, 1 and 4 retreated, my crew had found me, and the Halo ship was in pieces. Olve was dead. Onlum was dead. Zanesi was close to being dead when I found her, but we managed to get her to safety. I thought that Modi was dead for quite a while too, but turns out he wasn't on the Halo when it got attacked. He was able to regroup with all of us on Isgaard, and I have to admit that having him and Zin around has been a light in a dark void. But, oh, everything else is so dark. Plonk is no longer with our crew. She's not dead, but well, the entity that emerged from the elemental chaos came for her. Tita and I tried to stop it, but whatever that thing is, it's a kind of power I can't contend with. Yet. I can only hope that Plonk is okay wherever in the galaxy she is. Her departure weighs on me. I can't help but feel like I often fail to protect people important to me, or, at the very least, people I'm charged with. Some leader I am. I can't imagine what in the hell Azaziel was thinking when he made me the captain of my own crew. And speaking of, Azaziel seems to have gotten himself into some trouble as well, if the gruesome vision of him in my dream held any truth anyway. But I don't know how to feel, because now I have reason to believe that he took my memories. That is all I have to report.
First entry off Verdalk. My life was saved today. I was teleported out of a poisonous coffin onto a ship. The ship works off the elves' magic, but it's also technologically superior to anything on Verdalk. I found a book at the excavation site, as well as an interesting bag. I believe they are both magical. More research is needed. I'm to go with these new humanoids I've never seen before. We're supposed to stop something from happening? For once, I don't know what's going on. Entry 2. The others I've been traveling with are, well, useful in their own ways. 2 fighting types and a small thief. Good for protection, I suppose. I have discovered that the book I found is a spell book. The text is difficult to decipher, but I've been fairly successful. Entry 3. We failed. The elemental chaos we were sent to protect was destroyed, and an entity of energy burst forth from it. I am unsure of what this means, but I saw the impossible depths begin to freeze over. I fear the worst. Entry 6. We've made it to Isgaard. We need to get a job, to get credits, to get our ship fixed. Such things are beneath me. There are Tritons here. They might be able to tell me about the state of Vidalk. I must travel to Muspelheim, a city under the water. Entry 10. Minerva has sacrificed herself for our safe passage. Those mercenaries took her to their hideout. I don't think they know who they're dealing with, the fools. We know where they are, and we know how to hit them. I'm starting to enjoy these frivolous battles. Entry 15. We are returning to Isgaard, having successfully retrieved Minerva, as well as gaining a few new allies. Captain Strang, Zinesi, and another Vidalkin, Vunisa. At this point I've taken a life, but I've also saved Kubrick. Perhaps I should leave the heroics to the fighters. Entry 20. Now Plonk has been taken by the same entity that we released. This group's failures are outweighing the successes. I no longer trust Minerva or Tita to protect me. I must learn more from my book. The progress is slow, but it seems more reliable.
So, what am I supposed to be doing again? Oh, right. Updating you about what I've been up to or whatever? Honestly, Green, a lot's been going on. I mean, I know I told you about my family already, and how I have my great-granddad T-Sip's pickaxe with me, because I used to be an excavator back on Pandemonium. Yeah, I say used to, because I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Been zipping around, actually, I don't even know where with this crew. Speaking of the group, they're fine, I guess. Not sure what I'm gonna do now, though, that Plonk is gone. She was my sidekick, you know? Used to carry her around everywhere with me. I mean, she was actually pretty frail and small. We got into so much trouble. Like that time we were messing around in the escape pod and then actually detached from the ship. Totally wild. Good thing I played that stellar video game so much, cause I feel like it kinda trained me how to fly that thing. Another thing that's far out is this totally hot girl I met. And by hot, I mean she was literally made of fire. So frail and sexy, Green. Totally burned me though. We messed around a few times and then she just took off on a stolen ship. Guess that's why her name's Bernadette. So, I know you know I love smoking moss and making bongs. Damn, come to think of it, I've broken 2 already since I've been here, Green. Lost Genevieve early. Rest in peace, Jenny. And Riz, oh, so stellar. Rizzoli, our time was cut so short, girl. Too short. Speaking of moss, I almost forgot. I got a little daring and bought this, other stuff. A spray. Totally crazier trip, Green. We were out at this nightclub. Got this totally stellar vest to wear. I look fresh as Frel in it. Wait, what was I talking about? Anyway, who knows? We're gonna get caught up in something next. Whatever that is. I think we're going to Zox's planet soon. He's pretty sure it's frozen over. Dread like that is happening everywhere, Green. I heard some planetary news report that Pandemonium is under siege. Thrice and Floors fighting over surface territories? Sounds crazy to me, Green.
Hey there, my name's Nessie, Sin for short if that's what you prefer. I'm what you might call an inventor of sorts. My vast knowledge surrounding magical technology allows me to design and create new items that can help make everyone's lives a little easier. One of my more known devices is the Universal Winged Utilizer. Perhaps you heard of it. Anyway, I'm from a smithing guild in Brightwater, namely the Marketplace Eternal. I'm not much for the whole buying and selling of things, so my purpose was mostly just to make what was being sold. I also enjoyed sneaking into the back rooms of shops and observing what others were making. When I wasn't doing that, I was busy making inventions of my own. I think one of my favorites is definitely the gravity neutralizer. I've been inventing for as long as I can remember. Countless hours at the library poring over books about alchemy, welding, circuits, enchantments, anything I could get my hands on. When I wasn't in the library, I was sitting at my pa's workbench and tinkering with my new inventions and tweaking blueprints. I still remember my first invention. Long hours of editing and finalizing blueprints, testing prototypes, and eventually fixing prototypes. So thrilling. I guess that's what got Guild interested in me to start. Been working for them for a little while now. My spike team was pretty solid. Now, after what happened with the Halo ship and all the loss that came with it, things have been turned upside down for me. I've joined Minerva and her crew for a bit, and Kubrick's been helping me keep my mind busy. With everything as confusing as it is, I only wish that I was able to think the way I could before all this happened. Maybe then I'd be able to wrap my head around it a bit better.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is with great humility that I come to you to beg forgiveness for the wake of damage
Miss Strang, I'm simply interviewing you.
What's that now?
This isn't the court, which, by the way, you are doing next week. So, Captain Strang, tell me how you got where you are currently.
Oh, that business. Well, that's a horse of a different color. Let's see now, where to begin? Oh, yes. What am I doing here with these folks? Well, I can't help but be attracted to the miasma of chaos, which is why this current band of jolly travel buddies piqued my interest. I suppose I just gravitate to the crazy, so to speak. Ever since I was a young lady, I had a thirst for entertainment, seeing it, being it, which certainly kept things interesting. My mother loved my imagination, my charisma. May she rest in peace, that darling, loving soul. My father, on the other hand, well, let's just say that he didn't share my love for the theater. Young ladies are not meant to be heard, they're meant to be admired. Gross. Being preened to fit into high society was a real awakening. My father looked so proud every time I would perform like the young debutante he expected. Yet I found the whole dog and pony show to be tired and antiquated. So I went to college, expanded my horizons, met my match, my aquatic equal. Classic story, really. We meet, we fall in love, we make grand plans together, and alas, duty and status destroy your hopes and dreams. She was the very beginning and end of my taking anything seriously. But I digress. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger and all that garbage. My father gifted me a ship when I was of age, and I set out for the great unknown. I grew up, grew out, and lost my way. As my reputation precedes me, I tend to be known as one who indulges in liquid courage as a means to an evening's end. If I can't be truly happy, then why not forget the whole day entirely? Nobody wants to get close to the drunk clown. It gets dark sometimes. Lonely. And then, lo and behold, I happen upon these creatures, thrown together by circumstance, bound by honor to protect one another. I admire their connection. I crave it. So to be concise, I find myself following these folks like a shadow because, well, I like them. It is a great benefit of life to be able to choose a family. Can only hope I don't drop a turd in the punch bowl.
And welcome back. All right. So we're going to jump right back into this exciting battle in space. And starting at the top of the round, Minerva, you get to begin. I believe there are 5 enemy ships left. 2 seem like they've taken some damage. Currently in the position you are, there are 2 in your area of range.
Have either of them taken damage? Like, either of them look roughed up?
Unfortunately, no, neither of those 2 have taken any damage. There's one on your aft that looks like it's about to fall apart, and then there's one at the forward area, but you are on the port, unfortunately, so...
Okay, all right. Ooh, okay, all right. I'm gonna fire at will, actually, to just
okay, sure.
knock out what I can. So is that I'm aiming at 1, but it's just 2 times the amount of attacks, or is it?
So yeah, if your ship normally fires 1 attack, then you would get 2 attacks.
Okay, all right. So it's at disadvantage, but I'm gonna fire 2 at just the close guy.
Sure, you have a pretty good bonus, so hopefully.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh my god! All right, that is a 12. So 12 plus 7.
That's 19. Yes, that hits.
Ooh, okay, all right. And then it's
3d10.
3d10. Okay. All right, that's gonna be 9, 7, and 4. 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it looks severe. Actually, let me roll to see if it explodes from critical failure. It does. Oh yeah, it hit. You hit a critical system, and it just explodes. So this one right here, no more. You still have another shot because you were firing at will.
Ooh, okay, all right. So I guess I'll go for the only other one. Like,
yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Disadvantage. Oh yeah, no, that's a 2 plus 7. Absolutely.
We'll get him next time.
All right. Well, unfortunately, no. So the other one just goes along, almost hits Tita and Emmy in
I
the
was
fighter
gonna say,
pod.
good thing it wasn't a 1 because we would.
Tita, that brings us to you.
Well, I'm gonna shoot at the one that she just missed.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you have 2 within your range anyway, so yeah, you can fire at that one.
Oh, that's right. Hold on, let me move my thing. I can't see the other thing. Yeah, but that one's closer, so I'm still gonna do that one. I'm gonna do the fire at will though, so I can try to shoot them both.
Actually,
so I'm gonna shoot the closer one, or can I not?
Hold on. Actually, it's not. It's not
I mean,
really.
no, shoot the other one. That's fine.
If you
It's
shot
just-
the other one, you'd take out.
I would say it's just barely not, unfortunately, in your range.
Fine, then I'll shoot the one that I can shoot.
Okay.
16.
16. Yeah. That is not going to hit. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. Is there is there anything else you'd like to do, Tita?
I can't really do anything else, so no.
Okay. Kubrick's turn. Kubrick over the comms is like, boss, captain, what do you want me to do?
Run him down.
I'm on it.
I told him to do that.
He's going to just fly straight forward, make a turn directly into that guy right there. See if he has maneuver. Ooh, the shield is going to take some damage, the front shield.
I mean, I did just take a lot of the shield off of the front, so that makes sense.
The front shield exactly the 12, so that brings it to 0 in the front. And yeah, so that is he completely just destroys this tiny
You got it.
ship. But again, your shields took some severe damage from that. Wiped out the forward shield. That is Kubrick's
no longer
turn.
needed as of this moment.
Gherkin just looks at Zenes. He's like, "What can I do?" He's just standing there waiting to help you.
It's amazing because if he was at the gun, he would now have
would now have a
range
shot.
of at least 2 of them.
Oh my
Oh, it's so
That's
true.
embarrassing.
So true.
Embarrassing.
All right, so that's pretty much what you got for
Oh, good. All 3 of them in fact.
in his range. Yeah, he's just standing there looking at you, waiting for orders, Zanesi.
I don't know.
Okay, he's gonna stand there. Fiends. You see that they start to fly sporadically, and over the little comms, they come on and they're like, "Death to you! Long live Asmodeus!" And they begin to fly and kamikaze into your ship. The really damaged one is going to try to hit the fighter pod as well.
Ooh.
So we got 2 coming in at the big ship here. And they're coming in from starboard side, so that's going to be shields starboard side. Ooh, okay. It's going to be 16 points, which brings that to 0, and the hull takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And then the hull is, wow, I'm rolling really high. The hull's going to take another 20 points
Oof. All right.
of damage, which is the critical threshold for your ship. So I need, who can we have roll? Emmy, roll for me a D10, please.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So unfortunately, when this second one slams into the starboard side of your ship, it lands right where the gun is and completely blasts your firing system. Your gun gets thrown off. It's floating around in space. So your starboard gun is mangled. It cannot be used.
Well, it wasn't really being used in the first place anyway.
Fair.
Well, that is a good point. Now for the fighter pod, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh. What do you have for shields left on your this one came from this side, from your starboard side?
On the fighter pod?
Oh, lies. For the fighter, it would be the forward.
That should be still full because it hasn't.
So I think that's 3. It's either 2 or 3. I think it's maybe 2.
I mean, according to this, it says 10. Because the max shield is 40, so each one has 10.
Oh, yeah. All right. So then, so that means 10 gets negated. So that's going to be 5 points of hull damage to the fighter pod. And that shield on the starboard side is now at 0. But with that being said, all of the ships have been either destroyed by you or against your ships.
Hooray.
Hooray. So what would you like to do? I will leave it to you.
I'm going to get on the comms and I'm just going to patch into, well, I mean, like, I guess, like, I'll broadcast it to, like, everyone because, like, why not? But, Tita, Emmy, you guys okay?
We good.
All right.
Yeah, it was scary for Tita and Emmy because it came directly at your forward, this ship, and it clipped you, and it could have been much worse than it was, much worse. But yeah,
after it actually happened, like Emmy and I probably looked at each other and just did that thing when you're kind of like, whoa, how did that not just, we're still here. All right, cool. Yeah. But not. And then
do the quick,
yeah, like the.
All right.
Makes me really happy that one did absolutely nothing.
Yep.
I know.
Entire time.
No, he did fire upon one ship and almost destroyed it.
Yes.
Oh, did he?
His very first shot, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And then after that, he had nothing to fire at because Cooper kept turning it for Minerva.
Thanks, Coop.
Cooper kept maneuvering it very skillfully. That's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's right. Cooper is a good pilot. So yeah, Cooper just kind of sits back after that, and he's like, "Oh, Zoxa, you got some good information out of those ships."
You are an excellent pilot, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a breather.
I'm gonna go up to the cockpit and I'm just gonna put a hand on Cooper's shoulder, give him a little shake. Nice job, Coop.
Thanks. Yeah, you too. You got that one. You just completely exploded that thing. One hit. That was nice.
I've got one talent and it's how to aim well. Back down to the cargo bay. If you need me, you know how to reach me.
Yeah, sure.
Good job too.
All right, so you're heading to the cargo
Captain.
bay. Sorry, what'd you say, Zoxa?
I said you as well, Captain.
All right.
She gave you a little nod and she just sprints away to go to the cargo bay.
Okay, so you said heading to the cargo bay. Tita and Emmy, you were in the fighter pod. What are you up to?
I mean,
you're out in space.
She's flying, so I'm doing whatever she is doing.
You're how many clicks away are you? Let's see.
What is the hex to click ratio?
Yeah.
Let's say you're 9 clicks away. I don't know. I'm just making things up. A hex is a click, I guess.
All right. Well, let's get back then.
Are you moving the ship? Because I can't tell.
Yes. ever so slowly.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to switch us back over to the inner part of the ship so we can all see what's going on. Let's update it, make sure everyone's in their correct place, because I know one moved down to the engine room. Put him over here. Zin's down there. You two are on the fighter pod. Minerva just started bolting. I believe everyone else is kind of in the same position. So, Emmy and Tita, the two of you begin to make your way back. Emmy, you're flying, so I need you to make a piloting check, just very basic, to reattach. Zoxa, what are you doing?
Sitting in the cockpit with Kubrick.
All right.
Sitting in the cockpit with Cockrick.
Okay. Emmy, you are on mute, but what is your...
I was 18.
18. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, now I pull through.
Yeah, now. Perfect. You don't, it's like you don't even feel it. It's just a nice little connect. And then, yeah, you can open the doors
Meanwhile,
whenever.
I'm
So,
like bracing for like I think we're gonna die.
well, yeah, because the last time that happened with you and Plonk wasn't paying attention, and like the thing slammed into the side. I was all like cockeyed for a while.
I was like bracing for impact, and it was just such a smooth.
Yep. Okay, so the two of you are landing. You said you're just chilling with Kubrick for now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Zin, what are you doing? You've got the looming number one, or Gherkin, standing over you. He's kind of like, I guess it's over then. Useless. And he turns around and starts walking away. You can catch him if you want to say anything, but...
Nope.
Nope, just let him go. He's going to go back to the armory and go skulk. Or sorry, sulk. Skulk is not the right word. What would you like to do, Zin? You can kind of see Minerva bolting down the hallway toward you right now.
When she gets close enough, I'll just say, "Is everything okay? I thought it was over. Are you okay?"
She stops short, like she does like the cartoon Skid thing.
Yes.
And she's like, I think something might be wrong with Modi. He was in a transport pod, kind of passed out. I'm not really sure what's up. I'm gonna go check on him.
You do that. I would go with you, but I can't go down a ladder, so.
She's like climbing down the ladder. She's like, it's all right.
All right, so I will say it's depicted as a ladder in here. It is technically a set of steep stairs. Like,
Still probably couldn't do that.
You could attempt it.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I feel like the getting down isn't the problem. It's getting back up.
Yeah. I
Getting
feel like
down
you could
is
drop
easy.
your chair and kind of like shimmy your way down or something, or like put the hover on and yeah.
I'm coming too. Huh.
Up to you. If you want to go down, I will allow it.
do I see her kind of like contemplating this, or?
Yeah, as you're moving by, you can see her kind of roll up and then kind of stop and hesitate.
Zin, I can carry you if you want, but.
Sure, I guess.
Okay. You toss the chair down there, carry her down, make a strength check for me.
All right. Okay. Strength. Ooh. Of course, this happens now. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, you just fireman style over one shoulder, and you just one other hand just down, link as you, or it's stairs actually. So it's steep stairs. You can just carefully down and kind of brace yourself. But yeah, easily enough, you can plop her back into her chair, and you can the two of you can make your way over to where Modi is strapped in.
Is he awake or anything?
He is not awake. He's just lying there unconscious. You can tell he's still breathing. Just how he was nothing has really changed. He's still breathing the way he was breathing before.
I'm gonna shake his shoulder like a little bit harder than I did before. I'm just gonna be like, Modi,
sure,
get up.
Yeah. He kind of like shakes with it and just doesn't move. It doesn't wake up.
Oh, I really don't want to do this. I'm gonna slap him.
Okay, yeah, you slap him across the face. Doesn't seem to be any type of reaction.
I look at Zin and I'm like, I don't know what to do here.
Give you a wrench.
Okay.
He's gonna wake up.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Would Zin know what's going on? Like, have any idea?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
No.
I guess we just gotta wait until he wakes up.
At this point, Tita, Emmy, you're getting off the pod. Anything you want to do?
I'm gonna have to invite my friend for a drink.
Great.
Just creep over to my room.
Oh, wait, which one was yours?
Oh, the one with the tiny dragon in it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We're neighbors. We're neighbors. We forgot that we were neighbors.
You guys head to Emmy's room for some drinks. Okay. Zaxa, anything changing? You're just chilling with Kubrick?
I want to ask him where did you go to pilot school?
That's a good question. I did not. It's just a knack that I picked up along the way. Yeah, I don't know. Just one day I was kind of thrown into a cockpit and I was forced to fly, and apparently I'm good at it. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, it's good to know what one is good at.
No, he's not good at anything.
There's no comment. I was trying so hard.
So good.
Yeah. Other than that,
he's just gonna continue to try and make small talk, and it's going to fail miserably every time.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Cool. Fantastic.
Roll for small talk.
Yeah, roll for small talk. If you'd like, you can, but it's going to be miserable.
I don't know what I would even use for small talk, but I know it's going to be miserable.
I feel like how it would be is you're just kind of awkwardly sitting there. You may ask like an awkward question every once in a while, and with Kubrick's charisma the way it is, he starts just barreling on about it, chit-chatting, trying to bring you into the fold, and you're just kind of like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with regular charisma check.
Sure.
That's a 6. So that's about what you said. That's pretty much what's happening. Yeah.
Kubrick got a 19 total, so he's enjoying the conversation, even though as one-sided as it is, he's definitely enjoying it. Tita, as you head to Emmy's room and kind of plop down, you've been everywhere you go, you've been carrying your bag around because you never know when you're going to have to run and hide and whatever. At this point,
so much stuff.
Yeah, it's like overflowing at this point. There's like weird shaped objects sticking out from different sides, and it's getting pretty heavy. So as you're sitting down with Emmy, getting drinks and smoking or doing whatever you're doing, you kind of like plop it there, and you're like, "Ooh, it's heavy."
I forgot. No, I do have a lot of stuff in there. So I'm assuming we're just carrying on and having some sort of whatever about our, just normal nonsense. So I'll let my bag drop, I guess. Maybe perhaps something falls out of it or whatever. So then I'm like, so I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna pick it up. Well, is there room on the bed? Like I want to dump it out.
As you know, these rooms are very small. You could most certainly dump it on the bed. Hopefully nothing flies around. But yeah, there's enough room where if you were both kind of standing next to the bed, you could dump it out on the bed and have...
Emmy, are you sitting on the bed or no?
No, she'd probably be getting the drinks.
Mm.
Okay.
Or at least finding where she stashed the bottle.
Okay.
Which is probably under the bed.
I'm not even gonna like make a spot on the bed. Just however the bed is looking right now, I'm just gonna take the bag and like just dump it out.
Okay.
So now in there is a barrage of items.
Yeah. What do you got? Do you have a list of everything?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. So I have all those like darts and things that I bought.
Oh my god. Do you I at some point I know I gave you a list. What was in
I
that
have
box?
I have that. So yeah, I have darts, knives. I have my little stone. I have all of the pieces of my broken pipes from before. I have those pearls.
Oh my
So
yeah.
all these things are just few. I'm just saying it.
I have a feeling pearls are just bouncing around.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, I've got a couple of books in here. That torpedo thing. A bunch of stuff. So now I also take out. There's a shield in there.
Yeah, there's two. Like yeah, your bag was like about to rip.
Like yeah,
Classic mom purse.
And then this long cloak as well. So now I just have all this stuff like on the bed, and I'm kind of just looking at it, and I guess maybe like picking up several of the items and kind of just taking a mental inventory, because I'm sure I have forgotten half of the things that are in there. So I guess as Emmy's getting the drinks.
Yeah, Emmy, you turn around and your entire bed is just covered in random stuff.
Okay, do you want a drink? Yeah, sure.
There's a bag of sand. There's like
Yeah, all sorts of things.
so many things.
So I'm just gonna kind of look at all that stuff, and then kind of, yeah, I guess just feel like maybe overwhelmed a little bit. Like, why do I have all this? And then just kind of, and then look at Emmy. She obviously has no idea. She doesn't even know what's in the bag. So she's like looking. Oh, what are any of these items? Like I don't.
Yeah, I know Tita doesn't really have magic, but Emmy, do you have detect magic?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not anymore.
All right. I didn't know if you, because I know Zoxa does, but I'm sure some of these things are magical. But
oh, probably. I probably have no idea what I have.
So what do you want to do with all this stuff, Tita?
What?
What do you want to do with all this stuff?
So I guess I'm gonna start putting like a couple of things back in the bag that like I know I definitely want to keep. I'm gonna take the 2 pieces of my older bongs.
Oh yeah.
And take them out and kind of show them to Emmy, I guess, and then point to the bag of sand and just kind of like, hey, think like sometimes we could mend this maybe. All right, I'll slip that all back in the bag, keeping that. And then I'm going to, are we drinking yet? Has that happened yet in this scenario? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I would say drinks have been poured. You guys have been sipping as you're kind of pouring through all the stuff.
I'm gonna be kind of like sarcastic but serious at the same time. I'm gonna cheers, like hold up to cheers Emmy, and then be like, good thing for Kubrick, huh?
A curious character. I'll drink that.
All right, so we'll clink, we'll drink, and then I'm gonna put the cloak on. And then I'm just gonna.
It's more of like it's like a kind of like robes with like a billowy kind of like cloak that kind of circles around them. So, and I think I said they were blue.
They're blue, yeah. They're powder blue and white.
Powder blue and white.
And so I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna just kind of parade around Emmy's room a little bit, open the door, go into the hallway, just kind of doing Kubrick with the like flat poster, and just be like, oh, I'm Kubrick. Like I'm just gonna kind of imitate him for a second.
I feel like one would walk by as you're doing that, kind of look over, just be like, it's a good Kubrick. Keep going.
I'm gonna be totally weirded out by that. I feel like while I'm doing it, he's gonna say that, and I'm just gonna freeze and then look at Emmy, like, and then go back into her room, and then take the cloak off, but not put it back in my bag.
Okay. So what are the items that you are not putting back?
So the things I am not putting back in the bag is the cloak, and that shield that I got from, it's Onlum's shield.
Yep.
And then, no, I think that's it for now, because a couple of other things in here, I don't even know what they are, so.
Well, I believe the spell scroll you said you were going to give to Zaxa.
Oh, yeah, no, I gave that to him. I let him take it out of the water.
Oh, so Zaxa, you have that spell scroll?
I opened
What
it
is
up.
it a spell scroll of?
Yeah, you have not determined that yet.
Ah,
You know it's higher level than what you're used to casting.
okay. Let me just write that down.
All right. So it's just the cloak and the shield then, Tita. All right. So yeah, you're parading around us.
Though, while I'm still with Emmy, I am gonna take out the book that I have. That is the 1001 Things to Do Underground. And I'm gonna open it up and like see if she'll like look at it with me, like on the bed.
Sure. Yeah. Fantastic. Emmy, how do you take that?
I'll oblige. Although I'm gonna be like, oh, is this like show and tell? Hey, I got this sword. I'm gonna take out my sword and I'm gonna be like, it talks. So I'm kind of gonna sound like the cartoon where like the frog sings, but he doesn't sing.
Yes.
Have you unsheathed it?
Well, at that point, I'll like look around and be like, and take it out.
Yeah. So as soon as you pull it out, you just hear like a
Do I hear it?
no.
Okay. To me, it just looks like a regular sword. Yeah.
It glows a bit like a light blue color, almost similar to like a Frodo's sword when orcs are nearby. But besides that, yeah, it looks just like a regular short sword.
I will just look at it in regular awe, and then, but not here. And so then, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, cool!" Like,
I'm gonna. Emmy's gonna like hold it up and say, hello?
Yes. Why have you bothered me?
Oh, well, I'm so sorry to bother you. I just wanted to introduce you to my new friend. Totally looking crazy right now.
You want me to say hello to them? Why?
So, I mean, you're a talking sword, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. All right, whatever. And then Tita, you hear in your head, hello.
what the frill was that?
You
It's
heard
me,
it?
the sword. I am a sword. Hello.
All right, so I'm
Flash Freeze is my name.
Is she still holding it up? Like in front of me, the sword?
Are you? Yeah, yeah.
Holding it like this. Like kind of trying to be gentle because I know that it's very fussy.
I'm gonna like put my face really close. Like I'm gonna put my eyes really close and just try to like examine it a little bit because obviously I can hear the voice. And then I'm just gonna like tap it.
Yeah. Stop at it.
And I'm gonna say
it's unpleasant.
Fussy.
Hey, Yam. Why do you have a talking sword?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna keep poking it.
Stop that. Put me back. Put me back.
Cool. Oh. Put it back.
And as you're sheathing him, he's like, thank you.
Is that not the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
I think
heard.
I require another drink.
So, Emmy pours you another drink, Tita. And we're going to jump back to Minerva and Zanessi, who are with Modi, since, that's, probably a little more pressing than stuff in a bag. So, yeah, Minerva, Zanessi, you're with Modi at the moment.
She like pacing isn't the right word, but pacing is also not the right word.
Mm-hmm.
Not the right word. And like Okay, so like after a little bit of that, she just kind of like will like stop and like because like she knows that she doesn't detect anything wrong, but also she knows that she's not like a doctor or anything, but like she's concerned. So like she just kind of will activate the communicator and just like broadcast it to anybody. If anyone is good at medicine, I need assistance in the cargo bay. Not me, Modi.
Okay, and you would all hear that.
I'm gonna look at Tita and go like, "Oh man, Modi, I forgot." And take the bottle and the drink and start going.
Okay.
I'll start heading that way too.
Okay. Tita, are you going? Or are you staying?
Emmy, you left the room? Or are heading towards leaving the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow.
Kubrick.
Kubrick needs to fly the ship.
Yeah, Kubrick's like, boss, I'd love to come down and help, but I gotta, pilot this thing.
Yeah, eyes on the road. That makes sense.
Okay, so one does not come down. He doesn't hear you because you used your earpiece. Oh, Kubrick wouldn't have either, I guess, because everyone else is making their way down.
Town.
Walk fast.
All right, so you can bring yourselves all down to the cargo bay here. And yeah, as you all start to board onto this transport pod, it begins to get a little cramped because it's a very small ship. But you can see Modi is kind of laying across a couple chairs, just unmoving. You can see that there's a shallow breathing. Zinesi and Minerva are by his side. Zin, are you doing anything while everyone's making their way down there?
I mean, I could make a medicine check on him.
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like. Yeah, go right ahead.
Just to try and maybe she can figure out what's happening. That is a 14 plus 5, 19.
19. All right. I would say that you know that Modi sometimes goes into trances, and he is in a state similar to this, but it usually only lasts for a very short period of time. And so far, lasting through the battle and however long he's been down here beforehand, before you found him, it seems like slightly off. Physically, he's fine, at least at the moment. He's breathing. Like when you like lift his eyelid, you can see his eyes seem fine. He's just
Minerva's literally like she's sitting there and like she's usually a very stoic person, I think, but like she's just like wringing her hands and like her leg is like bouncing like while she like just sits next to me.
Anyone want to do anything while you're down here?
Well, I'm gonna say pretty much all what you just said. So, well, I've seen him do something similar before, but not for this long. When did you find
him? I know he goes into trances sometimes, but yeah, I didn't think that it would last for this long either. And like I guess like she'll just kind of say like as people are walking in, because I'm assuming that is happening, she'll just let everyone know. I don't know what's wrong with him. I just found him passed out like this. I can't wake him up.
What's everyone's passive perception?
12.
Also 12.
15.
11.
Okay. Well, this conversation, Minerva, you have 16, right? Okay. While this conversation is happening, and you're talking to the group and whatnot, Emmy, even in your drunken state, you're kind of like swaying and whatever, but you look down and you have to kind of like focus your eyes to make sure you're seeing this correctly. But Minerva, you also notice too that Modi begins to start twitching, just like little twitches.
Like a dog dreaming.
Yes, like a dog dreaming, exactly like that.
Is that normal?
No. Is anyone good at medicine? Does anyone know what this is?
You start to hear like, you see like, yeah, different movement.
I have no idea.
Well, maybe now we can wake him up.
I'm gonna shake his shoulder again.
Yeah. You shake him, and he's kind of like starting to convulse a little bit. He's like, but shaking him isn't doing anything. His eyes begin to, like, that rapid eye movement flicker begins to happen, like as if he was in REM sleep.
Oh, he's having a bad dream.
A really bad dream. And the convulsions begin to get worse. Like his body, almost as if he's having a seizure, begins to like he can't. Nothing's controllable. Like trying to hold him down, but it's just convulsing. Drool, just like spit and drool begins to start coming out of his mouth as he can't control like any of his functions. You guys doing anything?
Can we? Like, can we even?
I don't know. You tell me.
Medicine check.
Yeah, he's it's going to be tough at this point, probably with disadvantage, because no one can hold him down to really try to figure out what's going on. But if you'd like to make a medicine check, it's going to be disadvantage. Sure.
All right, disadvantage +1. Cool. That was a natural 20 and an 8. So we'll go with the 8, which goes to 9.
9, yeah. You've never seen anything like this. On your planet, some folks have seizures. You're aware of what a seizure is. Kind of looks like what's happening right now, but generally when there's a seizure, people have some sort of response system. Like you can kind of, get a response from them. No, there's nothing with him. You don't understand what's going on. But at this point, he begins to yell out in pain. Like you can hear like, and you see all around his eyes, like right starting with the lids, it begins to crackle and burn up through his face, kind of just all around his eyes. And then as it begins to finish, and it almost looks like tiny little streams of lava through like cracked obsidian rock around his eyes, and he just and he's like he wakes up, like he jolts up from everything that has just been happening, and you're kind of all circled around him. But when you look at him, and he kind of like is holding his eyes and pulls his hands away, his eyes are just completely scarred over and like black. He can't like just completely blackened, and in the skin around it is all burnt up, and he's just like holding his face, and he just over and over, he's like, horrible, it was just so terrible.
I just like have like my arms around him like immediately, and I'm trying to like I'm just gonna try to to just like soothe him if I can. I'll rock a little.
Make a charisma check.
Okay. 15 plus 0.
Yeah. As you hold him tight, and you kind of like, it's okay, and rock him a bit. And after a few moments, he kind of calms down, and he kind of like pulls his hands away slowly and tries to kind of open his eyes again. And he's breathing heavy. And yeah, you can see like there's just tears coming down, streaming down his face. He's a mess right now.
Don't move. Don't move. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on just like hand on his face. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Sure.
And he's going to get. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level because that's the highest level I can do. Okay, he's gonna get. It probably doesn't do anything, but he's gonna get 11 hit points.
You can tell that as you cast that, the pain seems to subside. The pain that he was feeling from the burning in his face and everything, and those bright red cracked lines that looked almost like lava seem to just kind of diminish to like the tiniest, slightest red line, like deep within this cracked rock-like surface of his now eye area, if you will.
I'm gonna cast it again. If it doesn't completely go away, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. So you cast it again. This time it doesn't seem to have any effect. His eyes are still black, and around his eyes are still like that cracked stone looking texture. It seems like what you have done the extent of your capability. Yeah, and he's just, at this point, he's just kind of shaking in your arms, crying.
I'm just gonna say to the group in general, like not really to any specific person, but she is just gonna say, I need someone to go to the bathroom, get a cloth, run it under cool water, and bring it back here. Please.
Anyone?
The fastest. I mean, I'm half
I'm
drunk, so.
I'll do it.
Tita, all right, so Tita bolts off. Yeah, bolts off to the bathroom. Okay.
I'm just gonna move.
Anyone else? Zin, Zaxa, Emmy.
I don't mean to pry. I know whatever that was a lot, but what just happened?
Well, you know that I can have dreams or visions. Well, I had one of Azazel. He's gone.
What? What do you mean?
I saw it. It was horrible. The torture, the being doing it.
He kind of crumples again into his hands, and begins to sob.
Did he burn you? What just happened? How did you?
Not Azazel. No. The other thing. He saw me. I didn't think that was possible.
So the other thing did this to you, and it killed Azazel. You're sure?
Azazel was. He was close to death when I came into the vision. He was barely hanging on, and then that creature. It was horrible.
What was the creature?
It was hard to see. Cloaked in shadow, a male figure, humanoid, but weird tendril-like arms. I don't know. Bright, demon-like eyes.
You're sure that was real?
He's like, I think so.
And he like touches his face.
I felt it. It was real.
So So he's really gone then.
No way. No. There's no way that he's that can't.
I'm sorry, Minerva. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I saw.
You're absolutely sure you saw him die, not just get injured, but die.
Before I lost my vision, that's sure what it looked like.
These visions, how often do you have them?
Well, if Azazel's looking to speak with me, whenever he wants, but regular visions, not that often.
So he wanted you to see that?
He had to have initiated it. I didn't start that one.
Are we sure that it wasn't the other creature?
I don't know. It could have been. But when the vision started, the creature wasn't there. It was just me and Azazel, and Azazel said that I needed to have you into that tome.
What does it matter? He's dead now. Does it even matter anymore?
I don't know.
I'm supposed to. He's not dead. He's not dead. He doesn't get to screw up all of our lives and then just die. He doesn't get to do that. And if he's dead, why the frell would I still follow his orders anyway?
There's a larger purpose to it. I think we should at least find out what this book can do.
Minnie, I know you're upset with him. And I'm upset with him too. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that are upset with him. But if he really is gone, I don't think it would have been his dying wish or the last thing that he said, or if it wasn't important, I don't think he would have brought Modi into it. And if you want,
it's at this point that Tita comes running in with the cloth. Sorry, Zin, you can keep going. Just wanted to mention that. So Tita knew he was in the room.
if you want answers, that's probably where you're going to find them.
In what, that book? That book doesn't have anything to do with me or anything to do with us either.
Well, where else would you start?
I don't.
Azazel seemingly used his last bit of strength to get this message out there. I don't think he expected for this to happen, and he kind of waves his hand over his face.
Is he blind now? Is he just?
When he opens his eyelids, which it's seemingly very difficult, his eyes are just solid black. And then around the skin and the eyebrows and around his eyes is just cracked, dark, like gray, almost stone-like. But yeah, from what he mentioned, he can't see right now.
I'm gonna motion for Tita to hand me.
Yeah, like, am I there? Did I go?
Yeah, you got there.
In? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give him the cloth or give it to Minerva or whatever to put on his face.
I'll take it and I'll like just hold it up to his eyes. Like maybe that can do something for any excess pain at least.
Okay, yeah. You can see it's nice and cool on his face, and he's definitely accepting it, but it doesn't seem to be like wiping away any of the cracked rock-like exterior.
I don't know what to tell you, Minerva, but before that creature came in, I'll do my best to relay what he said. He said he doesn't know exactly where it is, but it's somewhere on a shadowy planet. I think underground or something. But He said it's very, like, he couldn't, I don't think he could express how important finding this book and keeping it out of this, whatever this creature's hands is.
Well, maybe he should have. He was never good at explaining anything fully anyway. At least, not to me.
Emmy, do you have anything to say?
I mean, I don't really feel like it's her place, but I think she'd probably say something like, well, it seems like this book is a lot bigger than all of us, and I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I don't have anything to go home to. So it's this or nothing.
Yeah, well, the last time we tried to do something a lot bigger than us because Azazel told us to, we almost destroyed the galaxy.
No risk, no reward.
I thought we weren't going to mention that anymore.
I don't give a frell about it. Emmy's with us now. She has a right to know why she's in the middle of this Dren show.
She's going to hold up her bottle and look at it. I feel like I'm going to need a bigger bottle for this.
You have some alcohol?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm just going to bring it right to him and just put the bottle in his hands.
Oh, yeah, he'll take a swig.
Oh, better.
Minerva, even if that all is true, and even if the first time around you didn't get it right, what's done is done. We can't fix that. We can't go back and change it.
It's done because he set it up that way. The only reason any of us are here is because he told us to be here.
Hey, boss, how's everything looking down there?
Not now,
Good?
Rick.
Does he scare the bejesus out of all of us? That would be great.
I would say so.
I imagine he gets to, "Hey, boss," before she screams at him.
Oh.
Read the room.
Do you want me to just put it on drift and I can come down there? Do you need help with anything?
No, stay there.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Rejected.
She says to everyone, I don't know what to do. I know that all of us haven't been seeing eye to eye lately. I'm not stupid. I'm aware of that. You've been following me, but I've been following someone else whose judgment I've been questioning a lot lately. And now they're just up and dead. I don't know what to do with that. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Emmy's gonna say, I feel like I have to raise my hand. I'm really sorry you feel like you're failing, but I mean, to be fair, it seems like everybody was kind of following you because they were following you, not because of what some guy said. Or at least that's how I feel.
I didn't want that, though. I wasn't the leader of my old team. I don't even know how to handle. I don't know how to manage.
Minerva, no offense in, but you're a much better leader, Minerva, than Amlam ever was.
Amlam knew how to actually talk to people and how to manage people. I don't know how to manage myself half the time. Why would I ever be able to manage other people? Zaziel was a fool for making me do this. And he, sure, maybe most of you would have died if he didn't intervene, but he still put you in a situation that was completely against all of your will and told you to just follow somebody. And I'm sorry.
I'm gonna like put my hand on your knee, I guess, since I'm short in my chair. And I'm just gonna say, I know I've only been here for a little while, but you got people here who trust you. Whether you like it or not, they trust you. And I know you have it in you. And maybe it doesn't have to be a just you kind of thing. Maybe it can be more all of us, but I know that you're upset and confused, and I can't imagine what that would be like, must be like for you, but you can't change what's been done, and nobody's going to know for sure why Azaziel did the things that he did. But all we can do now is move forward and do what we think is right.
Keep in mind, Azaziel is the Solar to the goddess of knowledge. He might have known things that we just aren't privy to.
This doesn't have to be all on your shoulders.
And you know that I would follow you anywhere, man. Even if I can't see to follow you.
Is that really such a good idea?
Well, I'll probably trip on things, but I'll still try to keep up.
Just don't go anywhere I can't roll.
We'll get you a cane. I look at Zoxa and Tita and Emmy. Do you trust me? Be honest. Please, be honest.
Is she wearing her mask?
Yeah.
You're wearing your mask?
Good point.
Wait, does something happen when you take it off? I feel like something happened last time when you took it off.
There's
Yes and
something
no.
that usually happens. Yeah. There's
Like,
something that usually happens.
She can try to control it, but usually.
Okay. I'm gonna like look at her and get closer and closer and closer and then just say, indulge me. Can you take off your mask for a second? I just want to look into your eyes.
Yes, but if I say to get out of the room, you have to get out of the room. And she'll take it off.
Hey, give me a Constitution check.
Yep. 16 plus 3.
Yeah. You are able to keep you have to struggle for a bit, grit your teeth, but you're able to keep the radiant energy at bay. And when she takes the mask off, Emmy, you can see that where all of her orifices are, her nostrils, her eyeballs, her I don't know, ear holes, whatever you want to call the mouth, there's all like this slight glowing energy that seems to be coming off. Like she's got a glow to it. Which I don't know, have you seen it go off before?
Yeah, that I would.
Yeah, so you know that she's clearly she's trying to hold it back. You can tell she's clearly struggling to hold it back. But
it looks very, very burned, and other things about her that you would see is like right on her forehead, kind of coming down between her eyes almost. There's like a swirling yellow pattern of something, and then each of her eyes, instead of like the whites of a person's eyes, like that area is black, and one iris is very pale gold and one iris is very pale silver. And she she looks like she's in pain.
All right. And then I'll kind of look, she looks surprised and she'll back off a little bit and say, I think I can trust you.
An analogy for her radiant energy, if anyone is aware of X-Men or familiar, Cyclops has a similar situation. However, Minerva has the ability to try and control it, whereas he doesn't really. Cyclops just couldn't really control it. It's just a beam of energy for the most part. So yeah, so cool. I'm just throwing that in there. So Emmy, you just said your thing. I'll be quiet.
I will. I'm not gonna say. Well, Minerva and I kind of talked earlier, so I will just like move. Can I move closer to her just to kind of show like an alliance? Like,
sure, yeah.
Thanks. So I'll just kind of scoot over towards you. Whatever.
All eyes are on you, Zoxa.
She'll like lean into you, Tita, when you do that.
Get me to my planet and you'll have my trust.
You have my word.
All right. Anything else that you guys would like to do at this time? Say, do, whatever it may be.
I agree.
It sounds like someone has something to say.
Space dogs.
Jackson, stop it.
Yeah, anything else, anyone?
She closes her eyes and like as she does that, like a couple tears like will drip down, and she just kind of says, I'll try not to let anyone down again then.
And that's where we're going to end tonight. Wow. So I got some interesting things happening on the G.U.N 792 at the moment. And we will get to the bottom of some of them next week. But just a reminder to everyone, next Monday will be our final Monday airing the show. And then from that point on, we will be airing on Fridays, starting with March 5th. So there will be an almost 2-week gap between episodes, but it'll be good. We'll make sure we make it up to you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Have a fantastic evening, and we will see you next week.